baboon. You say monkey makanda, so you can go there. Now everything I get from west to west up. Now we human being, we want human being because human being can take care of human being. Baboon, you're not able to take care of that wakayebo. You're not able to lead the land at wakayebo. So the baboon can, baboon can, baboon can, or a baboon can. Baboon can, not yo. Baboon can, not yo. Baboon, so the baboon can, not yo. We get baboon can, not yo. Or a baboon can, not yo. Once upon a time, in the jungle, there lived so many animals mixed with human beings. During the days, the village was so peaceful. Everywhere that you go, everyone used to jolly and take their day on time. After they realized everything was good, baboon came one day and say he will become president. Majority of the youth, when we are baboon, and few people, when they have wakai, they had us of the time, made a great mistake by even lying. Baboon to run for president. The citizens of the jungle were not satisfied, but for peace sake, they say like a baboon survive. Oh Lord, oh God, that was the biggest mistake we never will forget. Baboon, you're not able to take care of that wakayebo. You're not able to bust around that wakayebo. So that baboon come, baboon come, baboon come, baboon come, baboon come, and that's yo. Baboon come, and that's yo. Baboon come, that's yo. We get baboon come, that's yo. Get all baboon come, that's yo. Baboon chop, chop, chop. Baboon, can I get tired? Baboon chop, chop, yo. Baboon, can I get tired? Baboon chop, chop, chop. Baboon, can I get tired? Baboon chop, chop, yo. Baboon, can I get tired? The 5 billion, you chop the 60 billion, you chop it. Now only the one shiny, why the other masses are dying? Now only the one shiny, why the other masses are dying? Where get the llama, where I got Peter, where Patten Miswa, where Matthew Innes, where Bambutu, where the 3 brothers, the whole country, that's also cooking, cooking, 100 million cooking. Baboon can dance, and the people crying to my your name. Baboon can dance, and the people crying to my your name. To my scaling they are system. When I want you, we want back. To my scaling they are system. When I want you, we want back. Waka why baboon we can unity and know that killing. Waka why baboon we can unity and know that stealing. You say a lot of go down because baboon was very wicked. The way you say, oh yeah, but now you know that God is wicked. The way you
Good morning, welcome to Tony Commander J.R. Glapohkpa Chesson talk show. As we begin a new week, today is Monday, June the 5th, 2023. Now, we've been through, and we're still going through, our electoral process. We just had the voter registration in one area. The first phase, we just completed the second phase, and we're supposed to be getting ready to prepare our nation and people for election this October. Waiting for the voter roll to be put out so people can go and verify and validate the voter rolls for the various stations of the Election Commission. We know that things haven't been going right, man. We know it. You know, from the moment we started with this whole process, things have been going wrong, man. The biometric system, we're not sure it's working well. We're not sure that the Election Commission is doing the right thing. We listened to Councilor Verdier this morning, or yesterday, or over the weekend on the class Reloaded. If you haven't heard him, you need to go on that show and hear him. Hear what he thinks about the electoral process, how it's already compromised. And that is why right now, the forces that be are trying to import arms and ammunition into the country. Why? Do they anticipate unrest? Has there already been a hijacking of the electoral process already? Now, if you listen to Councillor Verdi, now, Councillor Verdi is one of the voices coming out of, like, let me put his picture up so you can see it. He's one of the voices coming out of Liberia right now to the Liberian people that are giving us some truth and evidence and explanation for all the illicit crimes that go on in our country, for all the illicit acts that this government is perpetrating in our country. At least he's the only one talking out. He and one or two other people. Now we know that this $100 million drug case was a farce. We know now it's a farce. Because Verdier has come and stated that, first of all, the case set by the Justice Ministry was intended to set these people free. He said there was no nexus connecting the people. All the conspirators, they're all the people you charge in conspiracy. Something got to be there to connect them together. He said there was nothing there to connect them together. They charged all the people conspiracy to commit this conspiracy, but there was no crime that formed the basis for them to conspire. So the Justice Ministry have been blaming the court, blaming the jurors. If they haven't been blaming them, they'll be giving us the impression that that's what has happened. And Councillor Verdi is saying, no, that's not the thing that happened. The Justice Ministry messed the case up. They messed the case up to free the people involved with this. And there's one woman in Liberia now, her name is just keep coming up in all these crimes. And that name is Fina Bono. Who is this Fina Bono? We need to interrogate this woman. This is the second time her name has come up in illicit crimes in Liberia. Her name came up for the killing of EPS officer Ellis. Was that Ennis? Or Ellis? Her name came up for that. Even Prince George said from his room, he saw a woman shooting Ellis in the head. Two people shooting her, shooting the man in the head. Now, her name up again in the $100 million drug case. Let me see if my correspondent in Liberia can come on. He said he's been having problems coming on. And apparently he's still it's raining in Liberia. When it's raining cats and dogs, sometimes the transmission is difficult. So let's wait. If he's come on, we'll bring him on. If not, that's it for the day for him. But, oh yeah, he is. Hey, Sam, what's up?
Yeah, man, right morning, man. The network is so bad here. I'm finding how to get through.
Stop joking, man. You just woke up.
No. Oh, this morning I try talking to you. But this morning I try by 7, I try talking to you. Yeah, I got scheduled for town. So, yeah, I've been trying the network. About 10 or so, it will pick up.
So what's the situation in Liberia, bro?
Yeah, when it comes to the 53.3 carats of diamond, George, the president, has just instructed the Minister of Justice to investigate the diamond issue because the guys from Bapolu, the owners of the diamond, protested at his residence around the Jamaica resort, so he got concerned and asked the Minister of Justice to investigate the diamond issue.
And what
And,
else?
and secondly, the People's Liberation Party, PLP, of the late Cassell, Daniel Cassell, the suspended chairperson in the 15 counties when Daniel Bernard Benson called DJ Blue and the political leader took the party to CDC. The poor went against him. These 15 county chairpersons went against that
But this is a
and said it was
situation.
done.
This situation was for last month, right?
Yeah, but now finally the chairperson that they have resigned from the party and pledged their support to Alexander Cummings.
Oh. How many
Yeah, they
people?
pledged support to Alexander Cummings. They say from the 15 counties, 15 chairpersons.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what it's saying. 15
So all of
chairpersons
them
have pledged
pledged
support.
to all of them pledged their support to CPP.
Yeah, to CPP, yeah, Alexander Cummings.
Okay. Did you see the interview with Councillor Verdia?
No, the network, I couldn't go through. But yeah, well, yesterday I couldn't get any of the interview
That's what I'm
on
talking about.
Spoon or Class
He was,
Reloaded. Yeah, no.
he was on the class reloaded. And that was the show.
hmm
Over the weekend, I think it was the second Friday and Saturday. And they were talking about this $100 million case.
Okay.
And he was telling us how the government messed up the case. Who involved in it? And the one woman name keep coming up crimes in Liberia, Fina Bono.
Yeah, but she said she was pretty good with her. She close with her. She takes the
They
man
said
diamond bag everywhere.
she was the one bringing the dope coming to her. And we are
Okay.
Butler. I think who is we are Butler?
No, I don't know him.
Yeah, they call it a Beanie or something, not Beanie, but they call it another name. He and Finn and Bono working together, and all this dope were coming to her, they say. And the president ministry messed the kids up, man. They screwed the kids. Secondly, after the kids are ended, they have still arrested the people.
You ready?
Yeah, because we arrested the people right there. They didn't do it. Secondly, they didn't object.
To the ruling.
Huh?
The people walking the road, the fire off for me. The echo sound, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it just so he's saying that the government deliberately messed up this case. They charge all
That's a
these
fact.
with conspiracy, but when you charge people conspiracy, you got to connect all of them together. How did they conspire? What did they conspire to do? He said there were no nexus. There was nothing to connect these people. They just charged all of them with conspiracy, but they didn't say what they conspired to do. So the jury didn't have no choice but to let the people go. Now they come in, the justice minister, after they finish screwing the case up for Fina Bono and George Weah bodyguard, because they said that where the dope was going to these two people. And they say Abi Jadi, the Lebanese store in Liberia, is a conduit for drugs.
Yeah, his container, they've been using his container.
Yes, but he know about it too. Because they said the LRA does not check those containers. Nobody checks the container. Straight order from the LRA. Don't touch those two, don't touch Abi Jadi container. So who are these
But do we know
Lebanese?
that? Do we know that? Yeah. Do we know that Ellen is a business partner to Abijade?
But this is where all the crime is coming from in our country.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody can touch these people. Ellen Johnson, Sally, and George, we are in cahoot. They're working together. There is a cartel running Liberia. That's what she want Ellen Cummings to come in. Because they all is anything Ellen behind, there's corruption and stealing in it. Because she has stolen too much, she's scared now. She's scared to go to jail. She's scared for her children to go to jail.
She's looking for protection.
Protection. Because we can confiscate her property. We can go after her money anywhere in the world. And she's scared. So she's trying to keep the people in power that will prolong the process that we forget.
Yeah.
When you say, oh, we want to talk about it, or that we want something new. You see, and that's what she's doing. So if it prolongs, she will die. So the people who put in power will not even want us to touch the thing, her kids. But this is not right. This is not fair to us. These people cannot just come and kill our people. Ellen Johnson Sally responsible for killing 250,000 people. This woman got blood on her hands. And she still won't manage our country because she knows in time the truth will come out. Her legacy is already destroyed. But we need to get enough people in jail. And that's what she's trying to prevent. The same thing Virginia talking about. They asked Virginia on our show, they said, what about the World Crimes Court? He said, but how will come with the very people who on the court, supposed to be facing the court, are the very people manipulating the system, leading the system. You think Ellen Johnson said will go to jail? She's in the report. Prince Johnson in the report. You're in the report. All these people still walking around. You think they won't go to jail? So we don't have real leaders in our country. All that bullshit Ellen Cummings talking. Is he capable of putting Ellen Johnson Sally in jail? We know he's not capable of putting Ellen Johnson Sally in jail. She going to
But
solve
that's his mother.
Yes. So he
His
lied
mother-in-law, should I say, huh? His mother-in-law.
So he lied to us.
Should I say mother-in-law? Because he's Rouse, his girlfriend, so that's his mother-in-law.
He lied to us.
And that's why she giving his support for protection, yes.
He said he telling us he will prosecute people. And yet a main woman to be prosecuted in Liberian history going to solve his political issues. How you prosecute the woman? It's all a farce. It's all a joke. Maybe she doesn't want to Boca be president because she knows Boca will prosecute her. Or Boca will put the right people in power that will go after her. But these people can't keep ripping our country off, man. These people have stolen billions and billions of dollars from our country. Billions. Billions, man. We in exile. Who's doing exile? Who not again? I said again.
There's a community people are doing some construction work. The place is so dark, I can't. Yeah, okay, it's okay, right?
Well, we gotta find your office.
I tell you, is it clear? I'm in the living room.
Yeah, but why you ain't got light in the living room? No light?
No electricity, nothing in this community. Broadway is dark.
You kidding me?
Yeah, well, it's around 10 a.m. in the morning, and the light all that open the windows. That's why you see little light. Broadway does not have electricity. Our people are protested against this. They think some time ago You heard about it. I told you they arrested them. Up and down, there's no electricity. AC is saying that they're trying to hire contractors to begin running the wire and planting poles and stuff like that. So we don't expect electricity to be around this year.
You
Hopefully
guys,
next year.
we're so blessed that there's no cold in Liberia. Look at
Yeah.
yesterday were 80 degrees in Rhode Island.
Hmm.
Yesterday it was 40.
Ah.
With wind blowing
Wow.
40, and when wind blowing, it's like 20. You
Hmm.
go outside, when the wind hit you, it's so cool. You won't want to go outside.
Very
Yesterday,
cool. Yeah.
I was coming to go downtown. Or I came outside, the wind hit me. I forgot about downtown. I came out and jumped on my blanket and went to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not used to this cold, my man.
Liberia is not cool. Maybe the mountainous area like Nima, Lofa, where they're kind of a little cool. But we consider to be, much cooler here. But I know it's not even real
It's not
cool. But then when it comes to
that
the
cold.
cold in the States,
I go to Nima right now. We take up my shirt and just run outside and say,
yeah, that I know of.
what's
Yeah.
that cold? Huh? You ever see being in 40-degree weather? And yeah, one day the climate changes. The climate. One day is
Mm-hmm.
winter, the next day is summer. Day before yesterday was 80 degrees.
Mm.
Yesterday was 40 with wind. You didn't even go outside. It was almost the
But
summer.
it will get cooler because you're approaching December, November, December.
Yeah, well, it will get warmer first because we're approaching summer. But right now,
Summer.
we're still in spring. We're still in rain and all of that.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
When the summer come, I think we're already in summer now because we have Memorial Day the other day. Memorial Day is the beginning of summer. So we're in summer,
Okay.
okay? But it wouldn't get hot, really hot on the June, July, mid-June, July. That's when it get terribly hot. General Liberia, sometimes worse. You won't go outside sometimes. Then before August, mid-August, it's like getting cold again. So the heat is just about 1 month, most 2 months, July, August. After that, you go back into summer. So, going back into winter. So you see people got most winter clothes than summer clothes. Summer clothes, like short trousers, t-shirt. People don't even want to dress because it be so hot.
Light stuff. Yeah. Light stuff. Heat.
You stay so long in cold when it get hot. It's too hot. You got to strip all the clothes and everything. Go around half naked. Then it's like getting cold again. So you're in Africa. That's a different world down there, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, at least most of the time with heat, with sunlight, sometimes rain there, but you don't get cold. You don't get the temperature don't drop that much when during rainy season. But if the temperature was dropping, Africans would be smart because to find heat, to heat your house and things like that, you got to be a genius. That will make the white man smart. You see, the white man smart, the white man smart. If you are in this kind of condition, the white man living in, you would be smart. Look at us in Liberia. We never seen tornado, man.
Mm-hmm. No.
Tornado. We never seen real hurricane.
No, they're gonna disaster. We're gonna heavy stuff. No, we haven't experienced it.
Yeah, we haven't seen and we see landslide, but ice slide, what do you call it?
Landslide not much in this country. Just once, yeah.
When the snow comes down, what do you call it, man? What do you call it when the snow comes down? We haven't seen all of that, man. It's like landslide, almost like landslide.
Mm-hmm.
When the snow comes down, I would think on it would come down.
When the snow breaking apart, I mean.
Yes. So
The ice is melting or stuff like that.
Not even melting. When the snow, and the snow pile up on the top of the mountain.
Okay, it must come down.
It got to come down because there's nothing to hold it. It just kicked on top of the mountain. So another thing can bring it down. Where the people that ski at, the ski come on there, they go throw dynamite there so the snow can come down by force. So the what do you call it? Oh, my, they were on my mouth just now, man. When the snow
slip of mine, yes, slip.
it will come, yeah, as I talk about it. But some companies go out there and throw dynamite in there, set up dynamite, but they do it constructively. They don't just go throw the dynamite. They do it professionally so the snow can fall a certain way. There's a certain way you can break the house, certain way you can bomb things, certain way you can cut trees. It will fall a certain way if you want it to fall. And the people know all of that. So they go bomb all the snows at the top of the mountain. And they call avalanche. Avalanche. They call it avalanche. It's the same like landslide, but that one snow. Landslide that with dirt and water and mud. The avalanche that was snow. So when the bomber, you see all the snow breaking from off the mountain and coming down. Anything under it, it bury it. It can't come out. So that you can't find it no more. Because that tons of snow on top of the mountain, when they blow that thing, all that snow coming down, you in the way it will bury you. You look it, they will find you. You're not lucky, they can't find you. So a lot of people died during the avalanche because if you don't have the people on, some people that put people on them. So when the snow cover you, the people come on, beep, and people can follow the people until they find you. But sometimes if they find you, you could be dead because the heavy snow covering you, you can't breathe.
Yeah.
There's no way you can breathe. So it's covering you. Sometimes you don't even get up. It knocks you out. Some people don't even get up. Some people get up, you can't move. The snow heavy and wet. You ever be when that snow is dangerous. When the snow heavy.
Yeah, no, cool. Yeah, like in the freezer, where you see all the cool ice all clogged together and all stuff. So cool, good, intense, cool, heavy, cool. Ain't good for the body.
You see how the snow, the ice stick together. That the wet snow is worse. It's just like black. When it cover you, it's just like cement. You can't come on under it, my man. People got to go dig you out. When the snow wet, it's heavy. That when the trees start breaking because when the snow wet and it's stick on the tree, you got all the snow on the tree. It become heavy for the tree, and those big trees just start falling down. You bad luck it fall in your house. So those are the things we don't experience in Liberia, man. We don't experience it. That was sometimes we take for survival for granted. We take government for granted. We take everything for granted because we suffer, yes, but our sufferings can be alleviated if we leave the area. If we suffer in Monrovia, you leave, you go to Ghana, and you go to Guinea or Africa, your life might be better there. But this area, you suffer from the snow, you can't go nowhere. Where you go? The whole area snowing. You leave your area, sometimes the area you go into might be worse. Because just how it rain in some area and the rain less in some area, that's just how the snow fall. Some area you get.
But during the snow season in the west, so the east too is a fighter.
The east is where most of the snow is. To the west, you're talking about California. The country different, man. Some places you go, they can't snow there. Some places in California, it can't snow there. That's in the west. Certain places it can't snow. Wyoming, and where the place named Arizona, all the places it doesn't snow there. No snow go there. But certain places in those places, certain places like New York, you might go to certain places in New York, you get tons and tons of snow. Certain places you get snow, but not as much. Yeah, but upstate New York, what they talk about, and Syracuse and all those places. Well, I used to be in school in Pittsburgh. Every time I coming home, I used to come to the Poconos, that the mountain. When you're coming from Philadelphia, you go through the Poconos. That will bring you upstate New York. Then you come down to Rhode Island. That's how I used to travel. I used to travel from Philadelphia, go up in the Poconos, go up the mountain. They would bring me to upstate New York. Then I would come down to Rhode Island from upstate New York. I used to travel there. I always used
By train.
No, by car. I used to drive my car.
Oh, okay.
I went to school in Pittsburgh. So every vacation, every weekend, I used to throw my things. I was bachelor there, man. I just used to throw my shirt and things in my car. All my things would fit in my car.
Mm.
I throw all my things in my car. I come in Rhode Island, man. I jump in my car. I leave 4 o'clock in the morning. By 5 o'clock, 3 o'clock, I hit in Rhode Island. Pittsburgh is far, man, from here. Just the Pittsburgh Turnpike is almost 16 hours driving.
Well, distance.
This country, man. I used to almost drive like 30 hours to come home, 24 hours, because you drive 16 hours on the turnpike, then you got another maybe 6, 7, 8 hours to come home. So like 20-something hours to come home from Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
So I used to go through the corridor looking for shortcut. So one day I was going to the Poconos, man, and it started snowing at 5 o'clock in the morning. I had never seen snow like that in my life. It snowed everywhere as well. But the snow over there, in the Poconos, they call it the Poconos, upstate New York, Syracuse. That area, the snow different, you know. The snow big, one flick. It's like a conflict. You hear the snowflake is like small thing, but they fall plenty. But you got a big flick, almost this like the palm of your hand. All of them falling down. All of them falling fast, just the small flick. I said I was coming up, my windshield wipers froze. It couldn't work. It was my wiper, I was looking outside. I had my head outside, looking at the white line on the road, driving, see I was coming. Because I didn't want to stop, man. But man, in about 2-3 minutes, all the roads were covered. I couldn't see nothing. I couldn't even see the white sign. It got so cold. I was driving, man, by the help of God. Looking at a gas station. I stopped that my radiator had busted and all. But the water, my car couldn't get hot. It was so cold up there. The snow was falling so much. The guy opened it. He said, "My man, you're ready to get a bus." I said, "What?" He said, "Don't worry about it, man. It's so cool. When I stop the car, just keep driving. Just keep going. Don't worry, put water in it. We didn't put water in it. We just left it. The cold just the cold. It was so cold up there. The car didn't get hot. I just came all the way to Rhode Island with my car like that before I fixed the radiator. It was that cold it gets, man. And I was so lucky, man, because when I stopped at that gas station, the whole road was covered, man. The whole road was covered. Luckily for me, after a few minutes, the plow trucks, the people came stop the road. So I got right behind the plow truck, and that's how I came home. I was
and find a way out.
Yeah, because my wiper wasn't working. So the guy did some kind of thing. He gave me some kind of spray to spray it and something. And he set it up some kind of way for it to at least, it would just come so once in a while.
Yeah, at least it will give you the vision.
Some of the DJ we've been to, I can't remember where I got, but I know I was behind the plow trucks. And you know the plow trucks, they give me all rocks. They give me all dirt behind them. It's not easy because it's the wind bringing all that thing back.
Yeah.
But I was fortunate. I landed in Rhode Island. But another thing I saw up there you never see before. You hear people talking about trailer park. People living in trailer. You know trailer?
Trailer, yeah.
Those
Trailer park.
Yeah, those things that look like house you can attach to the car.
Yeah, yeah.
And you live in it. When you everywhere you stop, you go in the back, you sleep.
Yeah. It's a whole house by itself.
Yes, I had never seen a trailer park like that. In Rhode Island, we got a trailer park here, but it's small, small. You go to Syracuse, as far as your eyes can see, my man, trailer park. And the people home, they want to build houses, so they go buy these trailers. In Syracuse, New York, man, they got a place there, thousands of the things, brother. I mean, Sam, thousands. And all of them on cement block. They can't move. They're on cement block. But they're not houses, they're trailers. But they got 2 rooms. Some of them got 3 rooms. Some of them just like people will fix the place just like a real house with garden all around, the chairs outside. And you buy those things. You can pay for it from the state. If people move out, people die, they sell the trailer. You know, people can inherit it. Just real houses. But I had never seen trailer park like that. My mouth dropped, my man. As far as your eyes can see, you know how much money do people making? The trailer park company? As far as your eyes can see. I came back and said, nah, I see that way in America, I tell all my people in America, don't sit down at home. You know, some weekends, take the whole family, you travel, you go to New York. One weekend.
Other places, yeah.
Yeah, the next weekend you drive to Florida. You can drive everywhere in this country. You just got to be strong enough to drive because sometimes it be hectic to drive 8 hours, 9 hours. You know, and you go for a short period, you can't stop. You can't say, oh, I will today and get out tomorrow and drive 3 miles and sleep. You can't do that. So if you go into Florida, you got to drive straight to Florida. If you go to sleep, you got to sleep one night because you got to just go, do what you got to do and come back. You got a lot to see in Florida. So you carry your children, you going around. All these things add up to your experience in this country. And
I've been hearing that Florida is a vacation, locality. Well, why is it so? A vacation area,
first of
a
all,
vacation, state.
certain places in South Florida no snow. Certain places in Florida just like Liberia. You know, it would get cold in the morning. I remember we went to Miami and it was like 60 degrees. But that time there was something wrong with the weather. And there was a lot of cool weather in the country. But I went to Florida, it was 60 degrees. We had it top down. You know, we from Rhode Island, we used to cool. Those people that are not used to cool, 50, 60 degrees, they locked up, they drink all the coffee, they didn't want to come outside. I said, we're driving at 5 degrees, we had our sunroof down, we had a sunroof car, it was down. Right there, they know you're not from that area. Because like 60 degrees, that cold weather for them. 65, that cold weather for them. And for us, sometimes 65, it'll be warm. You can wear a t-shirt, you can wear your shirt if you used to. If you're really used to the cold. But for them, I remember one time we went to the Grand Canyon. Me and my wife, I was wearing a t-shirt, a polo t-shirt. Everybody knew I was from up north.
But that's yeah.
Yeah, because all of them were cool, man. All of them had their big jacket. And we just came there with their polo t-shirt, no jacket on. Talking, nobody shaking, nobody biting their fingernails. You know, everybody come on. Oh, everybody was saying to us, you're from up north, and there's another thing down south, What noise? The people that
I'm in the community though. I'm in the community, so
okay, the
sorry.
people that they sell their cigarettes and things different. You can go buy one cigarette, they'll take it out of the pack and say you want for 25 cents. You don't have to buy a whole pack of cigarettes. You can I want 4 leaves. They'll pull out 4 cigarettes and give it to you and you pay for it. We don't do it up this side of that. Maybe some stores that do it. Some stores do it, yeah, but not many stores. You
So
gotta
you buy
buy,
packs.
yeah, you gotta buy your own pack of cigarette. But when you go downtown, that's how they know we from up here.
Mm-hmm.
Because as soon as we go downtown, while I walk in the store, I'm going to ask for a leaf. I'm going to say, give me a pack of cigarette. Then they look at a black guy asking for a pack of
Yeah,
cigarette.
a pack of cigarette,
It don't happen down south, man. All the black guys give me
Oh my
four
God.
leaves. They call it leaves. Give me four. That means they give me 4 cigarette. Then you take the pack, you take the four, or you give it to
Mm-hmm.
them $1. They take the four and go. So every time I go down south, man, I walk in the store, they give me a pack of cigarette. Then they look at me and say, "You from up north, huh?" I say, "Yeah." I say, "Yeah." I said, "Why? Because of the cigarette?" I say, "Yeah." Yeah. They say,
Okay.
"We don't buy a whole pack of cigarettes down here, man. We ain't gonna give those people our money like that. We buy four at a time, two at a time, one at a time. Now you guys from up north, as soon as you come here, you won't buy a whole pack of cigarettes." He said, "Well, yeah, we don't do that, man. I would know you when you come. Because the first thing you want pack of cigarettes, I'm
So
like,
because
oh,
they cool in your because they cool from the north inside, that's why you go for pack because they cool, right?
no, not for that. It's just different. People up north make more money
Okay.
than down south.
Lifestyle, yeah.
Yeah, people up
Okay, the lifestyle.
jobs you get for $7 down south, you get it for $9, $10 up here.
Okay.
So the pay is different. But the thing is, you got to get used to the standard of living. Standard of living down there is cheap.
Mm-hmm.
You can get a 5 bedroom house for like $200 a month. You can't do that up here. 1 bedroom house that $1,000 almost.
Mm.
So the standard of living different. Most people work here. They work up north. They work like hell. Then they retire and go live down south.
So
That,
because
that when you live
it's
there,
it's
man, you
living there is much cheaper.
yeah, but you get a whole house. You can get a whole mansion for $500 a month. 5 bedroom furnished. $500 a month.
Mm.
The money we pay up here for a small bedroom here is $1,000 a month up this side.
Mm-hmm.
To find bedroom less than 1,000, less than $500, it's not easy. They got it, yo. I never paid over $200 for rent, man. When I was renting, I was just lucky, and I was in the police too. Some of the people say, "Oh, Chelsea, we're traveling. You can have the house for $200 a month. Just make sure all the people cut the grass for us, and nobody come and stay in our house." I used to have it like that, man. I had a whole house for a whole
Mm.
3 bedroom, everything for I was paying like $250 a month. The whole family left and came to Florida or California or somewhere down here. And I was looking for a place. The one said, "Oh, Justin, you're the right person. We're leaving, so just take the place. Make sure the people cut the grass for us. Pay $250 a month." I had three
Mm.
bedroom. I had a kitchen. I had a living room. Everything, my man. I just moved. I just furnished it. So I always had it like that, man.
Mm-hmm.
I was law enforcement. Yeah, I was always lucky. Some people leaving. They just didn't want to stay in a house for us, man. They will come back. We're going down south. I'm moving there. Everything free. I paid $100 a month. I didn't pay rent when I bought my own house. That's I paying $1,000, $500. But everywhere I move was $250, $300 a month. And so nice to get a nice little places, man. I had a nice little bachelor room, man. One room, the little bedroom. You had a little small kitchenette. Then you had a
Mm.
bath, the shower, everything together. In that place for almost 5 years. I was paying like $80 a week for the cash I was making at the prison. The chicken cheese, man. The chicken cheese. And so now I go pay the old man who owned the place. Yeah, my man, don't worry this one. Just skip it. Hey, you law enforcement, you get some good breaks, man. People want law enforcement, people living in their houses. You keep the area where I was living. People couldn't come around there with crime and things like that because they see me in my uniform, leaving and coming with my gun and stuff like that. Then in the night, I used to have some people jumping over the fence in the back of my house. I sleeping, I hear the guy jumping over the fence. That way they would use a run when they commit crime. When they commit crime, they between the houses and come towards my house and jump over the fence and run between my houses and run to the main road to another street. And they just run. Every night I be sleeping, I hear, man, I said, this shit gotta stop. I got up, I started sitting in the middle of the room, in the middle of the place. Anybody come in, I stopped them. I said, get back.
At night.
At night. I just woke up, I woke up early. So I just woke up at 4 o'clock, go sit outside. See anybody jump on the fence? Nah. Or the word got around. They play Jedi Liberia, As soon as it happened, it was spread to don't go over there. CEO over there. Yeah, there's a CEO over there. He'll be sitting down there. Don't go over there with that boy. He don't take shit. Well, nobody came and I hear it. They said, I CEO sitting outside there. He don't take shit. Yeah, I just make that back over the fence. The guy said, no, go back. Back. You're going back. Because I'm loaded, man. I'm packing. I ain't just sitting there. I'm packing. I stand there, you see my arm, everything on me. I got lessons to carry. I said, get back over the fence. You're not coming here. Oh, my man. Oh, you work at the ACI. Oh, the ACI to the prison. You went out of there, know me from there. You at the ACI? No. Let's take your ass back over the fence. It's gonna be so funny. But you know something? That was one of the first places a woman really enlightened me about the Lord's Prayer. We pray the Lord's Prayer every day, but we don't really pay attention to the words. Some of us, we just so used to sing the Lord's Prayer, the Lord's Prayer, the Lord's Prayer. So, and this woman was a woman pushing the cart. There was a bag lady. You know what a bag lady is? They were poor in the street. You seen the movie pushing the cart, collecting barter. The woman who taught me in the Lord's Prayer. She was pushing the cart, and I told her, get back. She said, man, what you bothering people in the street for that time of the night? I said, don't come back here now. I will let you pass this time. Don't come back here. 2 minute criminals coming back here, people losing this thing and everything. So she said, oh, she was yelling something. And then I said to her, yeah, you praying to go to heaven. She said, no, we don't pray to go to heaven, young man. We pray for heaven to come to earth. I said, what? She said, we pray for heaven to come to earth. She said, tell her your Lord's Prayer. Go say your Lord's Prayer again. And sure enough, that's what the Lord's Prayer is saying. We're not praying to go to heaven. We grow up there and the teacher say, the pastor, everybody, oh, we'll go to heaven. No, we're not going to heaven. Plenty of people are not going to heaven. Only a handful of people going to heaven. That's not what we're praying for. We're not praying to go to heaven. What are we praying for? What are we praying for?
For the Lord to come down upon us.
To come to earth. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on this earth as it is
in heaven.
Now, when the woman told me that, I caught myself. I said, what? I said, this
because there are two different areas, earth and heaven.
I said,
so that I will that in heaven be done on earth, yeah. It makes sense, no? It makes sense. Okay.
It makes sense that what we're praying for. Our Father in heaven, give us this day our daily bread. Bless us that your kingdom will come on this earth, that your will be done as it is in heaven.
As it is done in heaven.
Yeah, we're not praying to go to heaven. Anybody will tell you, say, oh, we're praying we'll go to heaven. No, we're not going to heaven. That one, when you study the Jehovah's Witnesses, they tell you only 1,000 for the 400 people go to heaven. Those are the extremely good people that go to heaven. The rest of us pray for heaven to come. We don't want to go to heaven. We want God to bring heaven to earth. So just as it is in heaven, it will be on earth. So when you understand the Lord's Prayer, you understand what we're asking God for. That's why when you pray in the Lord's Prayer, you got to understand what you're praying. What the Lord's Because all of us born saying the Lord's Prayer. From small, our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. So some of us lose the essence of understanding the essence, the essentials of the Lord's Prayer. We lose it. And every we go to church, the pastor tell us, we want to go to heaven. You got to do good so you can go to heaven. So we don't focus on the Lord's Prayer because the Lord's Prayer that Jesus' prayer. We can't go wrong with that prayer. Nobody can lie to you about that prayer. That's the prayer that Jesus Christ himself taught us. So you know you can't lie about it. Right there, that prayer tells us we're not praying to go to heaven. We're praying for God to bring heaven to earth. We're praying for God to bring heaven to earth. So where do the souls go when you die? Do you go in limbo? Because most of us are going to heaven. When you're praying for God to come to earth, where do you go until God come to earth? Where do you go? Because there's no way we can pray for God to come and hope to go to heaven.
You live in paradise. It's a New Jerusalem.
That's a contradiction. Where the Catholic have a place they call purgatory, where you live in limbo until the Lord come, or you live in darkness and just hang until creation come. But when you die, you
don't know where you're going. You have no decision.
You have no resurrection until God tell you to resurrect.
Yes.
You say you hear the trumpet and all the dead will rise.
So and he will come like a thief.
In the night.
And all that.
For the people who are alive. So all of you alive and having fun and then judgment day not coming just now. He's coming like a thief in the night.
So this judgment day, you live on earth and you have the opportunity to accept Christ as your savior. And when you die, you know you get a place to go. And a better place to a peaceful place. But then this judgment day, you live on earth, you stay messing up. So what I feel, you know that you are sinful, you die. So what do you have? What do you foresee when it comes to judgment day for your own life, your own soul? You don't live a good life.
Some people
so I believe that it's your own judgment.
Some people sell their souls to the devil.
Yeah.
But when the devil come to collect, you don't want to go to hell. Because when they come to collect, that's when you really see who you sold their soul to. But some people sell their soul to the devil for money, for success. They don't care what happened on earth.
They're being famous and stuff like that.
I just want to live. I don't care what happened to me when I die. But when you die, you go into another realm. And that's where eternity is. You got to live in that realm all eternity.
Because the life that God put in us, the breath, that breath is living. It's a life that God gave you. So when you die, you got somewhere to go. It won't just die like that. What other people think?
Well,
that you got nowhere to go.
This is a topic for another day. Right now, I got a tip from the Buddha Bruin refugee camp, Dr. Prescott School. So do your conclusion so I can play the tip and we end the show.
Yeah, we didn't yet talk on the PLP, support to ANC. But I don't know, every guys that when they are going there, they carry numbers. Most time people like, bro, I will give you support. Then they get a Gene Barney giving support to Joseph Boakai. Is he carrying numbers? Because numbers is the one that gave you the ball to win. You know, but most people, most of them, we give me, we come in, they will sell this. I will sell this district to you. I will sell this country to you. And at the end, you see no result. So I don't know what are reliance. So these things, I don't know. It's just a matter of time. We'll see actually what really it is when it comes to the particular, or election. So we may pray that there's no problem.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
I'll talk to you tomorrow morning.
Yeah, and we hope that in the future let's discuss the political thing. Let's understand some of the scriptures.
Bring
That got us going.
it up, we'll talk about it.
Okay,
I
thank you.
see.
Then.
Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you know we've got the Dr. Prescott Vocational Self-Help Baking School on the Buddha Royal Refugee Camp. Our first class graduated last year, and right now the second class is in progress. And they always send me video to see how they're doing. So let's look at one of the videos. It's just about 4 or 5 minutes long. Then we'll bring the program to a close. Okay? Well, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed this show. And that's my show for the day. So I look forward to entertaining you tomorrow. In the meantime, take heed and govern yourselves accordingly. Don't do what I wouldn't want you to do. And if you do, don't call me.